Being a home-based business owner can be really wonderful, but it also has its disadvantages. Today, I'm gonna let you in on 5 disadvantages of being a home-based business owner. Disadvantage number 5, you can work in your pajamas. It's really easy to wait until that last second that things have to get done, roll out of bed with your bed hair still in your pajamas, half asleep, and try to get stuff done. Now, while you can stay in your pajamas, it's not the best idea as far as a business owner goes. You will treat your business differently if you get up and just show up. Put on makeup, get dressed, do your hair. Your business is a direct reflection of yourself. Disadvantage number 4, it's really easy to lose track of your time. Have you ever gone on Facebook to do something and then all of a sudden you looked at your watch and it was like 4 hours later and you're like, whoa, where did that time go? It's really easy to get sucked into social media. You go in there with the intention of doing your work, but you start catching up with your friends, and then you think about a friend that you haven't heard from in a while, and so you pop over to their profile to see what's going on with them, and you end up scrolling through some of their posts, and that reminds you of another friend, and so you go over to their posts, and they're actually posting really funny cat videos, so you start watching cat videos, and then another video pops up automatically, and it looks interesting, so you get sucked into that to look at that, and all of a sudden, before you know it, half the day's gone by and you haven't accomplished anything. Set a timer with a set amount of time that you're going to be online on social media. Is it 10 minutes? Is it 15 minutes? Set that timer, and when that timer goes off, turn off social media and go do something else. Make a playlist that goes with it. Not only is the playlist going to keep you on track, this is going to help train your brain. Your brain is going to know that when that playlist goes on, it is work time and it's time to be focused on work. And it's going to become a habit. And then when the playlist is done, you're done. Click on the link below to get your free social media igniter. It's going to give you the 5 things that you need to do every single day if you want to grow your MLM business. Disadvantage number 3 of owning a home-based business. I walked into my son's room the other day to look out the front window, and I noticed his towel laying on the floor. So I picked up his towel and I walked into the bathroom to hang it up. And when I looked at the bathroom, I realized that it could use a little bit of tidying up. So I cleaned it for him. Sitting in the bathroom was his cup of water. So I walked the cup of water downstairs to put it in the dishwasher and realized that the breakfast dishes were sitting in the sink. And so I took a moment and I tidied those all up, put them in the dishwasher, started running the dishwasher, and I realized that we needed to wash some more kitchen towels. So I walked upstairs, put the kitchen towels in the washing machine, noticed the baskets of clothes that people hadn't taken into their room, so I walked those in their room to put it away, and before I knew it, the day was done, and it was time to go pick up my kids at school. Has that ever happened to you? Can you relate? You start to do one thing, but you get sidetracked and sidetracked and sidetracked. Working at a home-based business is a disadvantage because it's really easy to not focus on your business. There's so many other things. It's not like going to an office. When you go to the office, whatever your house looks like is what it looks like. You leave. When you go to a physical location, you have set hours. When you're at work, you're at work. When you're at home, you're at home. When you're working from home, a lot of those lines get muddy. When you're at work, you can leave your problems of work at work and deal with them the next day. But when you're at home, lots of times they're always right there. And so it's easy to work really long hours and not take time off. But the flip side of that is also true. Since you're at home, it's really easy not to do any work. First thing when you get up in the morning after you get ready, do your 3 non-negotiables. When you do your 3 non-negotiables first, this guarantees that they get done and that you've actually done income generating activities on your business. And then from there, you can go do whatever else needs to be done. Don't start your morning problem solving or answering emails or messages, do those 3 non-negotiables first. And the 3 non-negotiables are engaging with 5 new people on social media that you don't know yet. The second non-negotiable is you making a post on social media. And the third non-negotiable that's going to help drive traffic to your business is to comment and create conversations on other people's posts. Once you've done those 3 non-negotiables, you can do other things. You can open your emails. You can deal with questions that team members are having. You can clean up your house because you've already done those things that were most important to build your business. If you want more help knowing exactly what to do in your business, make sure that you click on that link below and get that free social media igniter guide. Disadvantage number 2 to having a home-based business is that you have no set hourly wage. I taught piano out of my home. When I was sitting at the piano, I was getting paid. So the student would come in, I'd get paid, they'd leave. Another student would come in, I'd get paid, they'd leave. And as long as I was sitting at the piano, I was getting paid. And I knew exactly what that income was going to be every single month. In a home-based business, you get a commission based on the products that are sold on your team every single month. Because of this, it can fluctuate. One month you can have a really great month and make lots of bonuses, and one month might be a little bit slower. But unlike my piano teaching business, there are no limits. I only got paid when I was physically sitting at the piano teaching my students. I missed some of my kids' baseball games. One day I missed an airsoft gun war. All of the kids in the neighborhood came over and I was teaching piano lessons, and I can hear them upstairs running around, and I can hear the airsoft guns going off. For the next year, we were picking up airsoft bullets from around the house. Man, how I wanted to be part of that airsoft war, partly because it was something fun and a memory I could make with my kids, and partially because I could have moved it all outside and it wouldn't have mattered that there were airsoft bullets, those little tiny airsoft bullets everywhere. But I couldn't do that because I had to physically be at the piano teaching my students. When stuff came up, I didn't have a choice. I still had to be there. With a home-based business, you do the work one time, and every single time they reorder, you're gonna get paid. You don't have to worry about shipping out the products or dealing with customer service, but it does mean that some months are gonna be a little bit unpredictable. And so as you're building your business, plan and take that into account. And the biggest disadvantage to owning a home-based business, you don't have a boss. There is no boss telling you what to do. There is no boss checking up on you to make sure that you're doing things that are going to bring you income. You get to set your own schedule. If you want to go to lunch with your friend, you can go. If you want to take your kids to the park, you can take your kids to the park. If you want to go work out in the morning, you can go work out in the morning. There's no set schedule. There's no set hours. There's no deadlines. You are completely in charge of making your own schedule. You can simply sit down and say, between these hours are going to be my office hours. This is going to be when I work. But that can be setting yourself and your home business up for failure. Because if something happens and all of a sudden you're not able to do that during that time, that's a huge hit to your self-esteem. You feel like you blew it. You feel like you let yourself down. You can be depressed, and that can derail what you're doing. And it can cause you to give up for that day and be like, well, forget it. I guess I'll just do something tomorrow because it's too late today. Instead, set your schedule around your set activities. So for example, if you have kids that nap, instead of saying, okay, I'm gonna do it during this time and this time when they always take their nap, say, I'm gonna do it during their nap time. And whether that nap time's 5 minutes or an hour, that's when I'm going to work on my business today. That way, whether it was 5 minutes or an hour, you leave that work time knowing that you accomplished something and having a win because you got it done. Instead of saying, okay, I'm gonna work between 10 and 11 when Johnny's asleep, and all of a sudden Johnny decides that day that he only wants a 20-minute nap, and you're going, oh, but I was supposed to work on it until 11. And you're depressed and you're frustrated and you're kind of angry at Johnny because Johnny didn't follow the program. Now, since your schedule was just doing your business while Johnny was asleep, hey, he slept for 20 minutes. Awesome. I worked on my business. Thanks, Johnny, for letting me get some stuff done. I feel like I accomplished stuff. The rest of this day is going to be great. So you can make your schedule around when you pick up your kids from school, when you have your lunch break at work, when your kids are down for a nap, when you're sitting in the parking lot before you walk into the gym. You can set your schedule literally around anything you want to. But as long as you set it around an activity and not a time, you're much more likely to get it done, and it's gonna become a habit. It's not tied to the clock in a specific time, so it's gonna be really easy for you to accomplish it and get a big win for your business. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the tips and tricks for growing your network marketing business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.